moving on. The next game, well, there's a next Arkham game in the works, and it's not going. It's another Batman game, and it's going to be set in the Arkham universe, but it's VR. How do we feel about that? Is anybody excited about
Specifically,
this at all?
VR
I'm
games
being
should,
very
yeah.
VR,
honest. Is
VR.
anybody excited about this?
Do we have footage of it?
I
There's a
think
trailer.
they
There's
have
only been a
a
teaser
very
trailer so far.
small trailer. I'm trying to see if I can pull that up.
So while he's pulling that up, so Meta Quest, the VR headset from the people behind Facebook, they released a trailer that is in the next in line in the Arkham series universe. It's called
Arkham Shadows.
Arkham.
Arkham
see it?
Shadow.
Can we
There
see it?
hasn't really been any gameplay yet.
There's no gameplay. It's
revealed.
just a freaking trailer.
Oh.
But
Teaser
I'm
trailer.
I'm assuming it's gonna look like the other VR game that they had previously.
Yeah, it's created by the
Can we see that
developer
one?
Camouflage.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up
and
that one,
Oculus
'cause there's no-
Studios. They created Iron Man VR. If anyone ever played or knows.
No,
anything
I
about
didn't play that either. I'm not a
they-
VR fan.
They were the creators of that game.
It was called Batman Arkham VR. That's just what the game was
Makio
called.
with the gifted sub.
The fact
Oh,
that I
let's
haven't heard of an Iron Man
go,
game-
Monkey. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the sub.
Yo, I love that, bro. Yo, we really appreciate you guys. I'm being very
Mhm.
honest. We really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you very much.
And by the way, Monkey, we do have a waiting room in case if you ever want to voice an opinion outside of just.
Oh
the
yes,
chat
we
room,
have
you're
when we
welcome
have
to.
like hot takes or whatever, and you guys want to share your opinions. Even the question of the day, which I guess we can put the question. No, we're not yet. When we get there, we can talk about the question of the day. We don't want to give away that part, but even that you can come in and share your question. Oh, let's go solo with a gifted. Oh my God,
Oh, let's go.
appreciate that.
whoa,
Thank
whoa.
y'all very much. So this is the VR game. You're just gonna basically be a hand, a dismembered
hold on.
hand floating.
I'm sorry.
And you're-
Makio gifted solo and
solo gifted
back.
Makio, right? Don't you just love it?
But isn't this kind of a weird decision? Because Batman is cool because he's fucking Batman. And if I'm in a VR situation,
I'm not Batman.
seeing
I don't feel like Batman.
So I don't know. It's
How are you gonna do like the grapple situation? Is it mostly like just detective stuff? Like what is going on here?
yeah, that's probably what it'll be. A lot of detective.
I never played this one either, because I think it was for PlayStation. I think it was for the PlayStation. What's their VR thing called?
But in the trailer, it looks like Batman is getting attacked by a big army of rats. So I don't know if that hints at anything Batman villain related or lore related.
Probably
but
not. What was his name again?
But
Ratcatcher.
that's what it-
Probably
that's
Ratcatcher.
yeah, that's what's happening in the
I
trailer.
almost feel like there's potential here, but like
Bro,
Well, it brings us
I
back to the
can't
original
see the.
questions we've had about VR. How
and
do you
I'm-
do something like this safely and not
I'm-
break all your shit? You
Mhm.
know?
I'm gonna go off on a complete like thing here and say this. I am not the target demographic for this game, but I don't see this game going. I don't see VR going anywhere really, guys. I'm gonna be honest. This just feels like a big gimmick.
We've
That's
said it
what
before.
VR feels
It's
like to
missing
me.
like one big innovation to really make
No.
it
You're
accessible to
talking about the
everyone.
Hollow Tile situation. Hollow Tile will be dope because that's already in development, and I think that's cool. But I still don't think that's enough to get me to want to play any kind of VR game.
Yeah.
Like I said-
it's missing one big giant leap in innovation and accessibility to really make it available to everyone.
Augmented reality would be better than a full VR
augmented,
headset.
just a regular pair of glasses that
Mhm.
look like a regular pair of glasses, but it unveils a digital world
Right.
within your real world.
Bro, we talked about this previously on previous episodes. I think it was like episode 2.
Yeah.
Stay talking about AI and
We always get back to this AI conversation, god damn it.
it's
But-
crazy.
Bro, but I can see augmented reality being a thing, bro. Imagine us
sure.
playing Pokemon in augmented reality,
Yeah.
bro.
Out at the park. We're out at the park. We're wearing our
Pokemon
glasses.
games like those, companion-based
bro,
games like that.
Bro,
would be
imagine you're
perfect
going
for
to a
that.
park, Germ. No, just imagine you're going to a park and you're seeing friggin' wild Pokemons, bro, just like running all over the place, bro.
It'll
Huh?
be literally Digimon.
Imagine
It'll literally
people
be
posting
living in
on Twitter,
Digimon.
yo, I just saw a rare Pokemon in Manhattan. People are flocking to Manhattan to go catch this rare
I
Pokemon.
would subscribe to a situation like that with a horror experience. To be honest, I think for me a horror
Oh, that's a
experience
fuck
would
no.
be
That's a
hella
fuck no
fun.
for me. I'm
But
sorry. That's a definitely fuck no. No,
Bro,
no.
hold on. Just think about this, guys.
Mhm.
Imagine an augmented reality game, a horror game in which they would there would be real life locations where you go and you get spooked.
No, I'd be too
They-
paranoid for that
I
shit. I'm
think what
sorry.
you
No,
they have
even
that.
after I
I
take
think
that shit off, I would still feel like this ghost is now invisible because I took the shit off, and now
But
I'm
it's still with
paranoid
me.
in the area.
I think you're trying to be like an escape room experience.
That would be
Carlos. Is
dope.
that where you're
That
trying
would
to
be
go?
dope, though.
That
Augmented
just think
reality?
about it.
Hmm.
Think about it. Imagine like you like in the game they would have specific locations that you would go to in real life.
Hmm.
Like Manhattan Park, 9 o'clock on Saturday is the clowns event.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
And
know,
you
Oh,
there
go
different
is
you go to
something
the
events,
like
like
that
different
that kind of
events. Yeah.
already exists.
It would be
It's
events.
app-based.
Mhm.
I did one for an Alice in Wonderland thing where you go to this assigned point, and then it tells you to go to these different points on a map in a little town area.
Oh, really?
And every time you get to the area, you follow these clues, and you go to like this treasure hunt thing. And each time there's like a puzzle to solve, you solve the puzzle, and then it gives you a clue to go to the next place. And so we kind of have that already, but it's app-based. That was a lot of fun when I did it. It was an Alice in Wonder thing. Everyone was dressed like Alice in Wonderland. It was a
Oh, wait,
great.
you can drive the Batmobile too in this?
He's now extra. I watched his eyes light up. Whoa! There's a bat
Whoa, what is
suit.
It's a
this?
bat suit.
There's a bat suit.
Is-
Oh
So
is
god.
what?
he gonna
What
do the
now?
movie
No, you know
scene
what's
where
gonna
he's
happen
wearing
now,
one?
Harless? His hands just gonna get black.
I know.
Where's the Batman thing where he puts all the stuff on? That's in every Batman everything. You know?
Bro, yo, I've been to escape rooms twice, but I need to go back to some more.
I've been to a
Even
couple,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
they're
bro.
fun.
Imagine Yu-Gi-Oh. Imagine you're
Oh,
playing
Cash,
Yu-Gi-Oh
Cash,
in
he was
Hollywood.
right. Cash.
I told you guys. His hands are gonna get black. That's it. And then you're gonna have to take the fake cowl and put it on your head. And now I have on my Batman
Nothing.
cowl.
Okay, at least you get the mirror shot.
They better put a lot of reflecting surfaces in
Yeah.
this game.
So I'm assuming that this is what that the other one's gonna be. Because this is so just a preference, guys. This is just a preface. Sorry, this is not what the Arkham Shadows. This is not Arkham Shadows. This was the previous Batman Arkham VR game, which
Yeah,
I'm pretty
so
sure
it's
this is
gonna be
exactly what it's
something
gonna look like, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be something very similar, if not the
Yeah.
same.
Is that the Bat
But
Grapple?
a few questions about the game is it's supposed to be in the Arkham universe, so no
Mhm.
story details revealed as of yet.
Like,
But
where
I'm
does it?
curious
When does it take
where
place?
it is in the timeline, because the
Mhm.
current Batman in the timeline
dead.
is dead. So
Spoiler alert! As if we haven't talked
No,
about
but he,
Suicide
not
Squad
even
killed the
with
Justice League.
Suicide Squad. Even before Suicide Squad, he was presumed dead because the last Batman game, he
yeah,
died.
Gotham Knights, he was dead there too. Which
Yeah.
probably realistically, Gotham Knights was probably supposed to come out after Suicide Squad, and they got that timeline all messed up, But whatever.
No, so I've recently learned what Gotham Knights was actually supposed to be an Arkham game, but something happened and they ended up not doing that.
Well,
But
WB.
Gotham Knights was supposed to be an Arkham game.
Okay, so based on the future, if we think VR is the future, is this WB planning for the future, or is this
Bro,
like
if
another
if this
misstep
is what they're
on the
planning for the
channel?
future, they're making a shit ton of mistakes. This is one of them, and also going for a live service games is also one of them because live service is pretty much dead, and there's too many games, way too many games, and live service games takes too much dedication, and yeah, people already have their games that their go-to live service games. It's
I'm gonna
Fortnite,
go grab a drink.
Apex, or Call of Duty, right? Is there any other one that I'm missing? And
No.
I can't even count Overwatch, I guess, but no, I don't really fully count
Well,
Overwatch as a live service game, but I
You
guess
guys
you
know
can.
how I feel about Superman, and what about a Superman VR experience? Imagine being a VR situation and flying through the clouds.
You're just
at super
flying.
speed.
Like, what am I gonna do? Turn a fan on?
I don't
and
know.
pretend I'm flying. No, Jeremy, I still feel like a Superman game is a hard game to develop. It's gonna be a hard game to
It's
develop.
possible though. I feel like developers haven't really tried. They haven't put a bet their good bet. With the amount of crap games that come out every
Mhm.
year, like why can't we just at least get a
Like
crap
I said, the best way to do a Superman game would be him losing his powers at the top of the game and him slowly regaining his power. So by the end, he's OP as hell, but you got to make sure he's fighting another enemy that is also OP as hell as him, which would make justify a game like that.
It
You
literally
can't
sounds
have
like the
Superman
Smallville
be
show.
like
So-
top tier at the beginning of the game. He has to start off as a weaker character and you build him up as Superman. He
Sounds like the
cannot.
Smallville show, essentially.
Smallville, yes, but people don't want to play no friggin' Clark Kent. Nobody want to play Clark Kent. People want to be
I agree.
Superman.
People want if you're gonna give people the Superman experience, they're gonna want to be Superman. They want they want everything that comes with it. You know.
Right.
I
So,
love Smallville.
Chat, my apologies. All this time, the chat wasn't seeing the game. You know that, right? My bad.
You're
Oh.
kidding me.
No, they weren't. My apologies. But yeah, they weren't seeing the game. But
Yeah,
yeah,
see, Monke's got the right idea. Like the
What?
a Superman game. Like what the hell? Like it's. I mean, it can't be.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it's hard, but
Mhm.
it can't be that. It's still. It's still not that hard. You know, I just don't feel the effort. You know.
Well,
Like,
I'm just gonna give you guys some more time so you can see what the game looks like. Let's take it from the top. So this is the VR Batman game that we were talking about just now. I just realized that I wasn't showing you guys.
back
My
on the
bad.
Superman topic just for a moment. It's
Mhm.
like, okay, even if they were gonna try to do Superman, they could test it out in other avenues of games where if you just play one level of another game as Superman, you could at least test the gameplay out for a future launch of a real game, you know?
Are
Mhm.
we having this conversation again about
Yeah,
how
yeah.
Superman's too strong?
I mean, yeah, exactly. And I said the same thing just now. I told him that in order for us to have a Superman game, he cannot start off as an OP character. He has
That's
to
why I don't
start
feel
off.
the effort. I don't feel
Why?
the
Why
effort.
not? Why does he not just fight OP aliens? I don't. Like he can't fight General Zod and like an army of.
At the beginning of the game. Who's gonna be the boss then?
I mean, no. I mean, like obviously, like there would be a bunch of minions that you fight along the way.
Hmm. But what's that gonna look like if you're fighting a bunch of minions? One punch.
It'll look
One
exactly
punch.
like the comics
No,
play
no,
out.
no, no, no,
Superman
no,
is
no, no,
super
no.
powerful, and
No.
he gets tricked, you know, by these scheming villains, you know, and they try to duck him, but eventually Superman finds them and he kicks their ass. You know, it'd be the same thing, you know,
Hmm.
Wait,
like the way the comics play out. For the most
doesn't
part.
General Zod have people like?
Kryptonians
Uh,
do.
Yeah, no. Like in the movie, he had two warriors who came with him.
Mm-hmm.
The woman and the big dude.
Yeah.
So,
So they would be.
There is
I don't know.
characters. Yeah, there is characters that you can. Put
I'm not
into
saying
these
Superman
games.
doesn't have OP characters, but I'm like, it's just to envision that as a video game is very difficult for me to grasp. I just think he's too strong. We need somebody that feels like they're vulnerable. Superman is not. Unless he's gonna fight
vulnerable.
magic characters or something.
Superman is vulnerable emotionally. He's got emotions just like.
But how
another
would
human.
that play out
Superman
in a
dating
video
Sim.
game?
Superman dating Sim.
How would that play out in a video game though, Jeremy? He's emotional.
Well,
People are gonna talk to him
political-
and he's
we
gonna
were just
hurt his
talking about
feelings.
cancel culture earlier, so things aren't gray and things are not black and white in the world. So, you know, there's going to
So
be
Superman is dealing with cancel
decisions
culture?
that Superman has to make that are not going to be in the court of public opinion favorable. You know, sometimes. And that's where the real character of Superman comes in. Is he has all this power, but should he use it? Should he not use it? You know, when is it okay to use it? You know what I mean?
I guess, but I still hold my point. He's too OP.